I'm sorry.
I said Valerie. I'm Valerie.
Valerie, how you doing? DNYCE, as he introduced himself. Who you tell you something today? We got to talk to the viewers.
Danny today. I'm right close
to Danny today. Good. Now, Valerie, this is real entertainment, real conversation, and a real round table. You have been fortunate, Valerie, to be part of a conversation that most times most black people don't want to get engaged in. Because you know why? We always seem to scream and yell. We can disagree and agree. Do you agree with that?
I completely agree.
And we know you do, right, Danny? I need words. Say that.
You know me.
Yeah. So here's what I want you to say, Valerie. Did he get into the Tiger Woods thing? Even though I don't want to call out names, but Tiger Woods is only...
I call him out, Tiger.
Shame on you, Tiger. Shame. Shame.
Can I give you my pros and cons before we start this? I really want to build off of my pros and cons. As a matter of fact, she's the guest of the guest today. So let her give me the pros and cons so I can build off them, and you mediate this.
Okay. How do you, as a woman, as a black woman in America, because you look like you cultured, I'm glad that you ain't got the crack cream in your head. You know, I'm going to say, you in a creamy crack? You saw the movie yet? All right, Danny went away for a second, but I got to deal with her. What do you think of how Tiger Woods does not want to deal with black women? And I want to let you hold the mic because I don't want to cut you.
Okay.
Wow. And guys like him, not just him. Men like him. Black men like him.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would like to say that there are two reactions that I had. There was my gut reaction, and my gut reaction was I forget the name of his wife. It escapes me right now. But okay, I hope that she sues him for every penny she could possibly get. I want it to burn his soul and the soul of every single womanizing man of any descent, but especially every womanizing black man. I want it to burn. I want it to burn so bad. I want it to burn to the depths of his soul. I hope she sues him for everything and finds a beautiful, sexy, big white man and sports him around in front of Tiger and everybody else. As a matter of fact, she could go for even a darker, crispier black man. That's what I hope that she does. That's what I hope. Because I hope that it burns his soul so deeply that every black man is scared to do something like this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. That was my guttural reaction.
So in other words, you totally disagree with Tiger Woods' whole thing about him getting a white woman, marrying her, and basically now it's making you black women look bad in front of the public, in front of the world.
No, not at all.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that I'm sorry, I said comment. Because we could talk about him too, but anyway. Tiger is...
How do you feel like he chose a white woman over you? How do you feel that...
I personally don't feel any particular kind of way because I honestly feel like he's Tiger Woods. He wants the easiest, most beautiful woman and women to keep him company at all times. I'm sure he's got him a little, I'm sure he's got him a couple of
concubines, say the word. This is real. We're going to get real. Concubines.
No, I'm not thinking about concubines. I'm thinking about straight up, no, not whores. I'm sure he's got him a couple of chocolate jump-offs, a couple of Asian jump-offs, blonde jump-offs. I'm sure, yes, we're going to call him jump-offs. I'm sure, because he's Tiger Woods. Let's be real. You know what I mean? It's like, Tiger walks in here, he smiles at me the right way. I might just forget myself and say, well, Tiger, I just might do it.
Daddy, you gonna deal with it? You deal with it, Daddy.
And I will hate him afterwards. I'll hate him afterwards, and I'll talk trash about him afterwards. But, I can't say that. I mean, he's got a beautiful smile.
All right, you know what? That's real though. You need to say.
I got lost up. I got lost up real quick on what was going on inside of us. People don't know some type of drama going on inside of us, but we want to continue the show. Now, the question that you asked her is like, would you have been one of the Tiger girls?
Okay, realistically, no, I would have not. No, I would.
And why is that?
Because honestly, I like a particular type of man, and Tiger is not that.
What's the type of man?
I like, though I'm very well educated. I'm from the projects. I'm from the hood, and I like someone that I can keep it real with, that I could come to Sam's with, that I could, do things that are comfortable to me. And I don't think I'd be comfortable bringing Tiger in here with me. Like, Tiger can't.
Tiger ain't coming in here, I'll tell you that. Tiger wouldn't come in here, but you go with Tiger?
Would I go with Tiger?
Yeah, the Tiger places.
I mean, I've been to Tiger places. I don't really like them. You know what I mean? Like, Tiger wouldn't introduce. See, I'm not that type of girl. I don't been everywhere, so I don't really think I'm not Tiger. That wouldn't introduce anything to me that I'm not familiar with. But I don't. He'd be nice to look at. But I'm not really trying to roll with him.
You the first person that said Tiger was nice to look at.
He's got a beautiful smile. He's got a beautiful smile. He can keep on smiling. His mama gave him that smile, and she's not white. Asian.
Okay. Well, listen.
She's Cajun, right?
She's listen. This is what it is. This is what we're gonna talk about now. We're gonna go into the depths of Danny. We're gonna go my perspective of everything of Tiger Woods. I think Tiger Woods, and look, real talk, real conversation. Tiger Woods, you an idiot. For one, for trying to. You invited this. I mean, it's media, it's paparazzi, it's everything. They're gonna go deep in you. Let me give you two smart examples of smart people in the public eye to be like. If to be somebody to keep your business to yourself, not have 12 women as they count down every day, another woman added. Why didn't you come out like David Letterman and say, hey, yeah, I'll pop off with my interns. 3 days later, there was no news about David Letterman no more. Am I correct? Governor Patterson took his wife up there and said, yo, I popped off, she popped off too. Now, so that's saying if we battle, it's sort of like the 8 Mile thing. If I know everything about you, and you know everything about me, and I come up and I tell everybody, what you got to say about me?
Well, respond.
Neil.
See, but the thing is that, Governor Patterson is a completely
Answer the general question.
Okay, the general question, which
What you got to say about me?
okay, you.
No, I'm Tiger, and I came up and I said, yo, I'll pop off in every state. I'll pop off. It's 12 now, but it's going to be 50 at the end.
Okay. Question is, what is it that you're asking him to admit? He's Tiger Woods. He's Tiger Woods, and he is a billionaire. Like, come on. What can't he have? What? What?
You know Dave contracts?
Dave contracts is
Dave
that?
Letterman contracts?
Oh yeah, well whatever. Yeah, but he's Tiger Woods. Like, everybody wants to know what's going on with Tiger Woods. He's flossing. You know what I mean? He's flossing.
Hold on, no. Let us go back. Yeah.
It's Tiger.
Okay, listen. So, all right, we going by a zero. We going by a number. We categorizing these people by the numbers or the name.
No, we're talking about power here, and he's got dollars, which means he's got power. He's got power to buy whatever it is. Well, except privacy. You can't buy privacy.
So does David Letterman.
I'm sure.
Yeah, David Letterman is very well off, especially with the CBS
We
contract.
laugh at David Letterman. We laugh at him. Tiger Woods, we don't laugh at. Like, we look to David Letterman to laugh at him.
Jim Rome said it the best. You can't turn fame on and off. You understand? Tiger like to be famous when he wins some, and the golf, all that, whatever he does. But then now, scandal, Tiger's mute. You know, it's unpleasant for Tiger.
You gotta be fair. You're not being
What's
fair.
fair? You know what? Fair is for them to leave that domestic situation that was going on alone and not want to question him for crashing on his property and not all of that. He shouldn't have to have answered any questions to any of those police. Because if it was me or you and we hit a hydrant in the hydrant in the tree would have just been hit. Am I correct? Am I correct? Am I correct? But you know what? Tiger, where was you going at 2 in the morning? I would have been to the nudie bar. I got 2 hours left. They close at 4. Maybe I'll get number 12 or 13. It doesn't matter. What my question is, why is nobody arresting the wife? She had the golf club, not to save her from the car. She was going upside Tiger's head. That Tiger was fleeing.
See, but you gotta be fair here. Like, let's be real. You know, like, you want to be real. We're trying to be real right now. I'm trying to be. No, you know what? Forget fair. We're gonna be real. All right. No. Now his wife. She was acting a part. She had to pretend to be emotional enough to make. I didn't curse. No, I didn't curse. I said, she was acting a part, and the part that she was acting was the distraught wife, because I guarantee you that he had been cheating on her since day one, but that wasn't a problem. She needs to make sure the prenup can be interrupted legally. Yes, she knew it, so there's no question. But see, Tiger, we care about Tiger. The world cares about Tiger because he was a brown face, busted open the world of golf. He became a figure. He became an icon that we were crazy about. So for a moment there, yeah, no, stop. Let's be real. Let's keep it real. We're keeping it real right now. Let's be real. They're not being real. See, they're not being.
Turning to watch Serena and them, but I don't see you turning to watch Tiger.
No, because
we didn't understand when he claimed he wasn't black. So us black men, we already knew we had a problem with him. I don't know about you women.
All right, you know what?
Clear it up.
There was clearly, you know, like, because black people, we love to turn on each other. That's like, that was something that institution. But see, black people have been trying not to be part of us since, you know, we were brought here in chains. Whenever we could deny being black, we tried to deny we were being black. Even Africans who come from Africa try to make themselves seem like they're not like us. Okay? So let's be real. Let's keep it real right now. We're keeping it real. We know if you go down south, you go down south.
People with money? That's what we're talking about?
No.
So time out. Once you get the green, you stop being black?
First of all, we know for a fact it don't matter what you have. If you have something that you can use to make yourself seem better than the regular Takatanisha or Bonquisha or Tyrone or Derek, whatever, if you can, Raheem, if you can make yourself seem like you are better than them, you're going to use it. If you're down south and you're light skinned, you're trying to get away by calling yourself light skinned. You're not black, I'm light skinned.
Yeah, you're right.
If you are black and you have money, then, you know, all of a sudden you are high class. You are, you know, if you're not NIGGA or you're not an NIGGR, you are an African American, you are a black American, you are or you're a Negro or something. So we've always been calling ourselves something else. We've always been trying to turn on each other. Let's keep it real.
Because we don't want to acknowledge ourselves among us.
Because shame is part of our culture. Let's keep it real. Shame is part of our culture.
Right. But I'm glad to say that we've been through all of it.
So why date a white woman? Why do like Strahan who got raped? This is good for you. Yeah, I call you out. Strahan, brother. Yeah, you got raped. Anyway, you got raped by that white girl anyway that everybody went away, yeah, after she done raped you for about 40, 50 million. For you getting beat up and beat up in the NFL and her probably can't walk in the next 10 years. But anyway, but Tiger, no, Tiger, hold on. Not nan nutter. I said it, nan nutter. Not nan none of these chicks was black. It wasn't even a half black chick. It wasn't even somebody like you.
What is that all about? Let's go in.
What is it? Tiger, is it the whip wop?
Yeah, right.
They know what I'm talking about. Is it the whip wop? Is it the oral, Tiger? So that we heard the oral is crazy on. Oh, yeah. No, they knew from jump. Is it the whip wop, Tiger? We need to know. Is the white people whip wop crazier or oral crazier than the ones call them?
You trying to put black women down? Yeah, handle your business. What was it that this woman did that Tiger went crazy over that he couldn't find within his own kind?
Let me know.
She was.
What we gonna do with this?
What happened is whatever kind of lifestyle he was living, keeping it real now. We're keeping it real. Whatever lifestyle he was living, baby girl was like, hey, I will be your trophy. I will keep it tight. I will stay beautiful. I will do whatever it is you want. Just keep buying me diamonds. Keep my house nice. Whatever. And they fell in whatever love. Because we know that looks like many different ways. But see, some people love money. Let's keep it real. Money comes first. No. But see, the thing is that people are different. So we look for love in different ways. Some people don't love like how others love. I may love with my heart, but baby girl love with her mind, or baby girl love with her pocket, or her, Gucci boots. Let's be real.
Right, a hooker, or a gold digger. Why don't you say it right?
That's all right, but it's all right, cause see, like we're all prostituting for somebody.
No, you know
we are. We are all prostituting for somebody.
No, can I say something? This is a problem, right? See, the black man and black woman, like this woman said. Now that you said that, I gotta, Tiger and all the rest, and your wife. I don't know her name, but I want to say it to you.
I wanted to ask that I had the black chick.
Well, I want to deal with the whole topic of not just target. I want to talk about the white and black issue among ourselves, because we got a problem with that. Because there's some jigaboos, wannabes, everything going all over the place now. No, I'm going to go there. First I want to, wait. I want to give it.
Negro Nation don't know no better. That's it.
And who taught them how to not know no better? Because they haven't been stupid all their life. When did this happen that we become so damaged and act like a bunch of runaway slaves in America? When did this happen to us? So I need somebody to... No, it is. I see it all over the place. Hey, excuse me. Am I right or wrong? Wait, Daddy. And I want you to either confirm or reject what I'm saying.
Okay.
Have black people in America lost their mind when it comes to what they should do and how they should do among their own kind? In other words, me as a black man, I should want my black woman. Yes or no? Correct? Yes or no? I want. Yes. Wait. One at a time. Should I not? Love starts at home. Love starts at home first.
Well, I mean, let's keep it real here. Let's keep it real. We're having a real conversation. See, what it is we want and what it is that can be are two completely different things.
Good, okay.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm a teacher. I'm a high school teacher. I know. I hope not. I hope y'all don't get me in trouble.
Oh, yeah. I just don't want you to... You got to tell...
Don't say that I ain't working.
I have yet to use profanity. And this is simply cranberry juice.
Oh, no. It's going to get real soon.
If she ain't at work and she ain't got to work to...
Till,
this is tape on a Friday night.
You know what? You teachers have a special role for these young kids.
Oh, you wouldn't believe how special. But I'm going to answer your last question. You know what I mean? When it comes to supporting black people, nobody knows it like a black teacher in the hood. Nobody knows more about what it takes than a black teacher in the hood. And let me tell you this, okay? And this is the truth, the absolute truth. The absolute truth is that when you are a black educator and you are trying to do right by your black children and your black families, it is by far the most difficult thing to do.
I agree.
It is the most because nobody knows how hard it is to reach out and take care of your little brothers and sisters than a black teacher in the hood. Nobody knows how difficult it is because we.
And give them a brainwash program that's not going to wake them up all the way. Now you
But I interrupted public announcement for some. This is why me and DNYCE weren't able to really tear her down right now, because we would have been all in her with her negative and her remarks or whatever. We would have ate her up. But now we see why we can't. She's a black educator. We want to be educated now. Now we enthused. We was looking. Yeah, we was gonna go. You know, he got the go in on her shades on to where you won't snipe him down because he went in on her that hard. But she's a black educator. And this is beautiful, and I'm happy we got somebody with some legitimate credentials. Yeah, not like, can I go in? Not like princesses. Yeah, I said it. We got public beef. Yeah, we got beef. It's what it is. Anyway, because there's credentials here. This is a black educator. This is not a, I'm going to leave it alone. She probably going to go in on me when she sees it, but I don't care. Because you know what? I could have went further. And the further you dig, the further I'm going to dig. But you know what? We're going to be... But that's a...
Well, I wish I had
She is a original black woman.
Well, we have a side
black female insight here.
Good evening. Are you an original educator? Are you responsible for these young kids acting crazy today, or are you trying to get them right?
I'm one of the real mamas. I'm affiliated with Alabama. I'm a rehab retired nurse and full-term rehabilitation.
Well, thank God for that, because I'm tired of these runaway slaves in America anyway. So let me go back. I got two new guests here. Obviously, you know DNYCE, real conversation, real entertainment. Let me introduce you. What's your name, Miss?
Leslie Ramsey.
Who?
Leslie Ramsey.
And where you from?
I'm from Bronx.
Oh, you're Bronx, and brother, and who is my second guest?
My name is Tim. I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, you from Brooklyn, but you be hanging out in the Bronx, right?
I work out in the Bronx.
All right, so the brother work out. Is Tim and Leslie?
Yes.
Tim and Leslie are on my show, Real Conversation. Tonight is Thursday night up in Sam's. I got a question, because they had the audacity. You know, I have 12 questions on the board. Let me move something out of the way. I have 12 questions on the board. So, Leslie got offended by a couple of the questions.
I sure did.
Pardon?
I sure did get offended.
Well, let me offend you a little bit more. Okay, here's the first thing I want to ask you. Have black people lost their minds in America? Hey, I want to let you take your time. Here's the mic.
Black people ain't lose their minds. We just angry. We angry because of all the nonsense in America right now. We got all our people, black Latinos and everything out in Afghanistan and what they should be out there looking for the monsters. That's what they need to be doing. Not sending out people out there to war and killing themselves. We angry. There's so much going on in America right now. We need to look into why. Why?
Tim, you want to interject that? Do you think, I ain't finished with her yet. I'm going to teach her a black lesson. I will teach the guests a black lesson right now. I want to teach you why the black people lost their mind in America.
Right.
But first, let Tim answer the question. Tim, have black people lost their mind in America? What's your take on that?
I don't think that black people have lost their
Oh,
mind.
don't run now. Don't run.
I think that black people have just become more aggravated with the situation that they've been put in. We've been struggling our whole lives. We've been struggling for so long after having 4 years of oppression on slavery, and now that we're trying to get something and we're still being held back, that it seems as we lost our mind, but actually we're just trying to find our way on what we should do to overcome the obstacles that they put in before us. And even though we try to overcome those that they put in before us, we still are faced with new ones each and every day. So it seems that we lost our mind because sometimes we're still getting tripped up by the things that they do and the ways they try to change things for us. But we just are just trying to find our way, just like everybody else, whether it be white, black, Chinese, or whatever.
All right,
So,
okay. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that, but like you said, they're trying to make things harder for us. They're going to continue to put those challenges in our way so that, like, even with school and financial aid, our children can't go to school now because they're finding ways that they're going to stop us from going to school. So, yeah, this is why we're angry. Not losing our mind, but angry.
All right. Now, I heard Tim and Leslie, right? Tim and Leslie, is it?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
First of all, the question is not whether you angry or not. See, they both addressed the question as if it was anger. I didn't ask the question of anger. I asked the question, have black people lost their mind? And that's what the subject matter and the topic. So let me give you another chance because I know that you two didn't answer correctly, but I had to let you guys go up on your own. So I'm going to give you a Leslie, wait, calm down. You know what lose your mind means? It means that you're not thinking correctly anymore. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
I understand what you're
All right. Now, could you please tell me, do you think black people and black women, men and women in America, when I say black, I'm talking about the black, Puerto Rican, West Indian, Cuban, Dominican, and Spanish people, Puerto Ricans in America. That's what I'm talking about. Because that's the people who I deal with. I'm not dealing with Chinese. I'm not dealing with Afghanistan. I'm not dealing with Korea. I'm not dealing with Egypt or Africa. I'm dealing with my people. Now, if you want me to talk about the rest of the nations, I'll talk about. But first, I got to talk about my bugged out black people here. The ones I got to look at, the ones that shoot themselves, killing themselves, arguing where they pants off their ass every day. Girls dancing on tables, drugged out, can't figure out how to. Let me just let you answer. I'm sorry, I had to go off. She made me mad. Here you go. Go ahead.
Again, it's not about losing our minds.
The
We
question
can, we
is,
can say,
answer the question.
have black people lost their minds in America? No, they have not. Black people in America have a freedom of expression, and we express ourselves. So that's why you see certain things in America with black people, what we do. It's a freedom of expression.
All right. Bro. Answer. You know what she said? She had the nerve to say black people have not lost their mind. So I want you, the black man, tell me, how do you explain men with their pants off their ass, drugs on the corner, all they do is go to titty bar. They don't know how to read. They don't know wheat from corn. They don't know up or down. They don't know what politics is. They don't know how to cash a check, write a check. They don't even want to keep a job. They don't even have a suit, a pair of pants in a closet. And all you see them do is act like a bunch of runaway slaves in America. Could you please explain to me what's wrong with the black man in America since you say we're the greatest people on earth?
But I don't see as the black man lost mind. And people that are walking around with their pants hanging down and anything like that, they are the ones that have been taught that that is what's cool. When they look at the TV, they see that is what's cool. So they grow up to emulate that. And then as far as black people losing their minds, the definition of insanity is to try to do the same thing over and over again with the same result. And when you keep doing that, that is in constitute you being insane, which is just like losing your mind. And the reason why people try to do the same thing over and over again is because they're looking for a different result. But when they get the same result, in that case, yes, they've lost their mind because they should try something different in order to try to gain some sanity. Now, when we go and we try to overcome the obstacles, as I said before, but then they put new ones in front of us, then we begin to go and we start to just do the things over and over again, and then it constitutes that we've lost our minds. It shows insanity. We're out here killing ourselves. We're out here killing each other, everything like that, because that is what they give us. They give us these things, and they put these things in our neighborhoods and try to tell us that these are the things that's going to work for us. And then as soon as we try those things, they shut us down from every angle. Just like they say that SAT is weird for white people, but they still give it to the black students and tell them that you can make the college, you can be anything you want in this world. And then when you try to do those things, they give you something else, another obstacle. So you try, and then after a while, a lot of our black brothers and sisters, they just lose it and they give up. It's not that they've lost their minds, it's that they become tired. Because anything that you do, after a while, you begin to wear down. And so they begun to wear down, and it seems as if they lost their minds, but they're actually just really tired of just trying, and they give up. When we should never give up, because once you give up, you've lost, right? You've lost already.
Hold on a second.
But you know what? This is a positive brother here.
He may be
Look at him.
positive, but
Look at him. His pants are not hanging off his.
well, we're not really judging him.
But you generalizing when you say black people have lost their minds.
They have.
I don't agree with that. That comes from within. That comes from morals and values that you're taught as you grow up. If you come from the right home and the right background, you don't have to walk around with your pants hanging down, talking slang. You don't have to do all of that.
Do you travel?
I travel.
And I'm talking about in the United States.
I travel all over.
You notice you go to Chicago, Washington, Baltimore,
Yes.
anywhere you go, Philadelphia, there's ghettos and it's all the same.
Exactly.
The black man is doing the same dumb thing he's doing in New York City as he's doing in Washington, as he's doing in Philadelphia, Atlantic City, wherever the hell you go, you always got the same bad conditions and they do the same stupid thing.
Because those things are perpetrated by the media to our children, so our children grow up doing those things. When you turn on BET, you turn on any channel which is showing you that even if you turn on WGN Channel 9 and you see the Steve Harvey show and stuff like that, you see him walking around with his shirt over his pants thing out, and he wants to be like a rapper, he wants to be, those are the things that they grow up to see. So,
He's not justifying it.
I don't justify it, I say it.
He's saying that the media is portraying it this way, and this is what people see as this is what's it, this is what's cool, and this is what they do.
No, I'm telling you, I don't even watch TV that much anymore, and I'm on TV, would make it even worse, because I find out that TV is a deception. There's no real conversation, there's no real images they put out unless they want to put out negative, and that's concerning our people. Now,
there would be no news if there wasn't bad news. Nobody wants to hear that everything is all sunny and rain and chocolate and rainbow.
I do.
So that's
I
what
do.
you do, but
But
that's not reality.
It's not reality.
So if you want to live in a deception of the perception that they try to give you, then that is your choice.
No.
But they go and they look at these TV shows and they take it as reality.
And the bad, the negative stuff is not always in the black community. It's just what the media shows us. Most of the negativity is in the white communities. It's not always the black.
You know what? I would admit to you that, but my problem is, like I said, I'm not worried about it. White people want to be bug outs. Because white people, that's just how they act. See, white people and black people, we're not the same people. My problem is, I have my own people that we look at each other and go, girl, that ain't right. Oh, that nigga's all screwed up. We know we be doing wrong, but we still do the same thing. We know you don't supposed to be going and being a whore. And the black women being the biggest whores. Look at all the magazines now.
You know what? I have a problem with that. I do.
I bet you do.
Because it's okay for when a man has all these women, but it's different. We gotta be called whores when we seeing different men, or we dating different men, or having sexual relations with different men. But it's different. What is it called when a man do that?
Hold on, let me give you. You want me to give you the higher level, or you want to hear the nigga? It's two levels. It's called the regular level, where it's black people that don't know what the real deal of life is, and then there's a higher level. See, a man by nature. Now I know you don't run now. I'm about to tell you something ain't nobody gonna ever tell you. A man by nature wasn't made to have one woman. All men was made to have several women. The Creator. You ever heard of something?
The Creator made one woman
You gonna let her
for
get away with it?
one man.
What?
The Creator made one woman for one man.
Now let me.
Adam and Eve.
No, let me try to explain that. In this world, is it always more women than men in the world? Isn't it more women than men in the world?
Okay.
Now, why do you think it's like that?
I don't know.
Let me give you something where you do know. The Creator made it where man can have several wives. Now, I'm not telling you, wait, I gotta.
As far as the way that women
my brother.
The way that they say that women act and they go out there and just say that they act as whores, stuff like that, it's nothing to do with the fact that the Creator created more of them and we're supposed to have more. It's supposed to be, it's in the Bible, if you want to say the Creator, whatever like that. In the Bible it says that a man is supposed to take a wife and the woman was created as a helper. When he created Eve to Adam, it was because Eve was supposed to be his helper. But then on top of that, it says that when he joins together, no man should put asunder, so they should only be one man and one wife.
No, that's your
but wait a minute.
No, here's the whole thing. No, that's not what it means.
No, that's what the word says.
No.
I'm not saying what it means. I'm saying what it
Why
says.
did you make it? Why did you put it together like that?
Because that's what it says.
But it didn't mean that one man, one wife. It didn't mean that.
So when he said what God put together, I said what God put together, no man put asunder. And it says that.
I'm not disputing that part of it.
Like that. But as far as the reason why women do those things like that, because we as men, we neglect those women because there are more of them. So that means there are more of them out here for us to raise. And the reason why they go and they look and they search and they become more of them like that because they're looking for that quality figure. They look for that love that we never provided for them. Because a lot of men don't tell their daughters that they love. A lot of men don't.
You going off? Both of you.
We're not going off. We're not going off. He's exactly right.
He's not right.
A lot of black men are not.
I say he's wrong. I say he's 100% wrong. Let me prove it.
I'm a father of 4 daughters. And I don't live with my daughters because I'm divorced, but I call my daughters every day, or I text them every day, and I tell them I love them. Whenever I see them, I hug them, I kiss them back. Because I don't want them to go and look for that out there. I don't want them to go look for no man that will provide that for them. Because if they get it from their father, if it starts, like they always say, everything starts in the home. Even from taking the pants down to your daughters going out doing that. It starts in the home.
But can I prove it that he's wrong? I disagree with everything he said. And I want to tell you why. First of all, when it comes to a man was not made. I'm going to put this on a record, and anybody can check behind me. The first thing he said is we start quoting out the Bible. So we're going to use the Bible for reference, are we? Then the Bible never, ever said, and never, you won't find it nowhere, that he said one man for one wife.
No, it doesn't say that.
It does. Wait,
I never said that.
Now, what you going to find?
I never said that.
Wait, hold on. May I please? I'll let you talk, right?
Yeah.
Let me finish. What you will find is you'll see King David had many wives. You'll find all the prophets had many wives. Solomon had many wives. All the brothers had many wives.
No,
wait a minute. They had wives and concubines.
Yeah. Wife.
No. 700 wives, 300 concubines. That was Solomon. Wait a minute. Excuse me. I'm clearing this up because he error.
That's Solomon.
And Solomon was the wisest man, and the Lord loved Solomon. The problem, the only thing Solomon did wrong was what? What was Solomon's error when it comes to women?
When it came to women.
Yeah, look. See, now you're going to learn something. That's what I thought. Yeah, wait, I'm not finished with you yet. He sound like he know what he talking about. He ain't got a quote. Well, tell me how many wives did Solomon have? 700. How many concubines? 300. And now what's a concubine? That's all. Now, there was a women outside of the nation of the 12 tribes of Israel. They considered sex slaves. That's what a concubine is. He had 700 wives. The Lord never said a man can't have more than one wife. The problem with the men today.
That is why most
hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Didn't I give him a chance to speak?
No, I said that's why most
No. Hold on, can I finish? I said he was wrong, and I'm proving. Hold on. I said he's wrong, and he don't make any sense if you listen to him. He's not. All right, in what world?
But you don't make any sense.
All right, let's go. All right.
There's nowhere in the Bible where it says that men are supposed to have multiple wives. It
You
does not say that.
ever heard Isaiah 4:1? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You said it nowhere in the Bible. Please let me quote. I want to quote this.
Let me quote.
I would love to quote this stuff now.
Isn't it a commandment? One of the commandments?
What's the commandment?
That you're not supposed to have other wives?
No, it's not. It says you're not supposed to do fornication and adultery. You don't even know your Bible.
No, I do know my Bible.
I wish you did, because then you could really talk to me the right way.
I know my Bible.
You know what? Why you don't give me somebody smart to talk to?
No,
All right. 12 questions, and I'm going quickly, because the guests gotta go. The first one we had was, have black people lost their mind? Both of the guests haven't dealt with it correctly yet. Now,
I did deal with it correctly.
You did?
You did.
All right, second question is, why are women always angry? The black women in particular.
I'm not angry. So I can't.
You was mad when I mentioned how many women.
I'm not angry. And black women, I think all your questions are generalizations.
All right, let's go with it.
All women are not angry. It's things that make women angry.
I think all women are angry because of the disappointment that a lot that they face in.
I'm talking about the black woman.
Black women, white women,
Right.
no, women.
Well, let me get specific. The black women, because that's what I deal
because of
with.
their
Condition.
disappointments.
A disappointment of what? What?
Just their
Because of
disappointment
black
in
men.
situations.
All right, thank you. All right,
Because of black men.
See, the woman says she's mad and disappointed because of black men. Let's go to question number 3. Are men too? I want to get real particular. I'm talking about our people. Are black men too emotional?
They're not emotional enough. I think women are more emotional than men.
Do you really believe?
I believe that.
Black men showing emotion.
Black men have no. It's a weakness.
Women constantly
It's a weakness. It's a weakness.
There's a weakness for who? The man or the
For
woman?
the men.
For the men,
For the men.
they want. See, they say that they want us to be sensitive and sympathetic and everything like that. But then when you do that, you're too emotional. You're weak. And then somebody treats them cold. That's the one that they're drawn to, and then they become disappointed, which makes them angry. Which then the black man's like, oh well, I can do this for, I can do that for, I go out here and get this money for. So he loses his mind and he goes back and he does something stupid,
Right,
and he winds up committing a crime, winding up in prison. That's why we.
Can I tell you what I really mean by that? That question. An emotional black man is a man. You ever had a man you trying to talk to him and you tell him to be a man and deal with the situation the correct way, and he arguing like he a woman? You ever deal with a man like that?
All the time, yeah.
You know how frustrating that is? That's what I'm talking about, an emotional man.
That's not emotional,
What
though.
do you call it when a man, when I'm arguing?
That's just a man trying to be strong and thinking that they know everything, that they're strong enough, they the man, they know what to do with a woman, and they don't want to hear that they're doing something wrong. But men are not emotional. Women are more emotional than men.
Both ways, though, actually.
No, I'm saying a man shouldn't be
Yeah, but
emotional.
see, that's what I'm saying. We lose both ways.
What-
If we show emotion,
It's a weak.
we're weak.
It's a
If
weakness.
we don't show emotion, we bottle it in. And
What I mean is,
Something wrong with
I
it
should
still.
be able to, me and him as a man, me and him supposed to be able to come to the table and discuss reality and whether it hurts me or him or helps me. We supposed to be able to reason and understand it. That's what men do.
but we're not able to communicate that emotion with each other, though. And
The
so
reason
that's
why, because we act like women. You ever see women trying to
No, if you do
work
it,
something
if
out?
we do it
No,
together,
you
we're
ever
acting
saw
like
women? No, wait.
If we do it apart,
Wait. Let me ask. You're a woman, right? You ever try to reason with another woman? When she all upset and acting stupid, you know how you can't get nowhere with her. You gotta go, girl, let her calm down. She ain't gonna feel what
And we come back to it, right?
See, men don't supposed to act like that, but most men act like that now. And that's what I'm talking about. All right, so next question is number 4. Should men act like women and women act like men? In other words, should women act like bulldaggers and dykes and lesbians and men act like women, faggots, and all feminine and all that, wear dresses? That's what I'm really getting at. That's what my question is. Should a woman act like a man and man like a woman? Should a woman be a homosexual? Should she act like she a man when she a woman? And should a man act like a woman when he's a man? That's what I want to talk about.
No,
I
they
want to give
shouldn't.
you a chance to answer that correctly.
no, they shouldn't. But it has gone on for
Watch this. And
thousands
what
of
he said.
years.
Watch this.
Because
I'm
even
listening to
back
him.
in the Roman times, they used to have banquets where they would, all the men, all the senators, all the governors get together and they'll have dinner with their wives. They send their wives out and then they would have sex with the little boys that were serving them. So homosexuality has existed as early as man has.
Again,
So
I keep
they
thinking, watch this.
they shouldn't act that way.
I'm listening.
Watch this.
They shouldn't. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying it has
Okay, I'm
existed.
listening.
They shouldn't act that way because, you know what I'm saying, it's really not right. But being as it has been that way, but, you know, you have those that act like men that still fornicate with other men. And just like those who are walking around the prisons acting hard and getting all big and bumpy in there.
There's no
still
need for women
having
to
sex
act
with
like
men.
men.
So there's no reason for this.
Wait.
For it.
You said all that. You were very long breathed about the whole thing.
Yeah.
See,
'Cause I'm
when a
very
man,
passionate
wait.
about
When you ask somebody a question, right, you got to get to the answer. I wouldn't give a damn if.
No, I said no, they shouldn't.
Well, you would act like you
No,
gave me.
To other things.
No, I'm
Why
saying,
he
I'm
answered the
trying to
question?
show some emphasis on the situation
There's
and
there's been murdering, there's been killing, there's been robbing, there's been a lot of things in the world ever since the world was created. I'm not dealing with that. I'm dealing with right and wrong now.
yeah, and that's not right for
All right, good. Did you agree with that?
I agree.
All right, there. I finally cleared them up with that. All right, number 5. Is there still racism in America? In other words,
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
to
the
what degree? Who's benefiting and who's not?
Black people cannot be racist.
But black people are racist, and
Black
black people are
people
racist against
cannot be
their own race.
racist.
You know, black people are
I
racist
think black
against
people hate themselves.
Yes, that's what I said. Blacks are
What do you think of that, sister?
I agree with you with
Racist
that.
against
I think you hate yourself. And
I
you
love
should.
myself.
I think both of you.
I love
I
myself.
think both of you hate
I
black.
have to
Wait,
leave.
you gonna leave me?
Well, see, I'm only partially
All right, you know
black,
what?
so
think
I
you
only
better
hate half of me.
Give some shout out to the people.
Shout out to my boy over here. Look at him. Shout out.
I'm in the building right here, y'all.
Shout out
You
to
know,
my girls, Latia and Christina, and all the women at ACS. Strong women, strong black
You know what?
women.
I was playing with you, but I really respect you though. You know,
Thank you.
it means no harm. I want to do more than that though. Let her out. No, I didn't say it like that. I love you, black women. My problem is I want you all to do the right thing so we, as black men, can deal with you better.
We have black women who are very strong and independent, and I'm one of them.
So it seems. So
I am not so
she only got to question number 5 on the board.
I gotta go.
There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So thank you very much. I didn't call you a runaway slave this time, right? But let me deal with my brother right now. I'm gonna finish off the show.
I want to pay attention at my job.
Well, there you go. We all gotta work hard one way or another. Top or the bottom, right? All right, bro. Now it's me and you. I'm gonna try to finish this off with you. We have the question number what? Number 6. Should women dance on tables? In other words, should we be going to the titty bars? Should we be spending our money paying for women to dance on the table and give us lap dances?
That's kind of like twofold because women shouldn't dance on the table out of respect for herself, but in economic times, you do what you got to do to get what you need. But I don't think that I patronize titty bars, as you call them, strip clubs. But I don't think
Say that again. What did you just say?
I attend strip clubs and titty bars. But
there you go.
I don't feel that it's right. Like if it was like I'm like kind of biased because
Because
I
what?
wouldn't want my girl.
Because you're guilty of going to these clubs?
Yeah, I don't want my girl, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like a hypocrite because I would go to the club, but I wouldn't want my girl dancing on the table. But I don't feel like it's right for the girl to dance on the table. If she has respect for herself, I don't think it's right that she should be dancing on the table. Unless, I mean, out of sheer entertainment, but for money, taking off your clothes and getting naked, that's, you know.
You know what? I gotta admit, I have been there and I have done all that. But when I lost my mind, I was doing a lot of these things. And I love looking at a pretty woman. Don't get me wrong. I love looking at pretty women. I love the entertainment. I know what you're talking about, and I do understand why brothers go, but that don't make it right. Because with my opinion, I'm trying to get what's right and wrong now, so that we can get to the next level of correcting our errors.
But see, the thing about it is, when you think about shit women dance on tables, they're dancing on a table. But what's the difference between them dancing on a table or walking on the stage for you modeling or for Miss America pageants and like that? They're still up on display, just like they will be on a table.
Well, look, like I said, right? You know, it's like going swimming, right? You ever went swimming? A girl really ain't got no clothes. She got her panties and bra on, but they call it swimming suit.
Yeah.
So it's all the mindset and it's the way things are done that you can really be able to handle it
It's
correctly.
more like how they say, it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Right. But the problem with these women is they use this titty bar stuff and these stripper spots and they soliciting whoredom. And that's the problem. See, us men, we shouldn't have to look for nothing. These women should be coming at us. But the problem is we don't have our power, we don't have our money. So, therefore, the land becomes a bunch of whores. Now they need money, and they got to get the money to pay for the bills they got to pay for. But what we have to do is, we got to understand, is it right or wrong? Go back to work. Is it right or wrong? Come on, bro. Bro, let's focus with me. Is it right or wrong for girls to dance on the table? Yes or no?
I think it's, like I said, it's
If
kind of.
they fucking want to, have black people lost their mind in America? Yes, they have. Why are women always angry? Because y'all motherfuckers.
Why you gotta get out? Go away. There's an angry black woman. Yo, get it, let her go. Hold on.
Women act like men double know. Is this racism in America? No show. Should women dance on tables? That's their motherfucking business.
What you talking about? I can't put that on
Should men have more than one woman? Fuck you, nigga. Don't have. Will America win that?
Every black one they did.
Hell no. Get that off the board. I'm summoning all our people. Hell no.
Like an angry black woman.
Black people, they outside their race. Well, for me, for instance, I will never. But to each their own. I really don't.
Yeah, I know it's gonna get hot. You keep reading.
Okay, should black people use drugs? Fuck no. Can a woman teach a man? No. How to be a man? No, you cannot really.
And do the court system. I saw you in court the other time too.